and now you consult to them. What are some of the things that you think organizations really need to have in place to develop their DEI and B strategies?
So that's such a great question. Some of the things that I think they need to have in place is, first and foremost, is number one, the commitment. So, a lot of times organizations, they'll say it, but when it's committed in their mission and values, that's what makes it really more like a change agent. Simply because every organization, especially at the senior level executive, they have what you may call, some may call execution priorities, some may call KPIs. But they have those developed and they flow down to the departments all the way down to the frontline managers. And the reason why that's important is we all know that frontline managers are the ones that have the boots on the ground. So they're either going to make it or break it for DEI, right? Everyone else, they really don't have a chance to really have an engaging conversation with the ones in the workforce. So that's the first thing. They need to make sure that they have a commitment. The second thing is they want to make sure that they have a comprehensive plan. How do they plan on implementing this? What does it look like? How is this going to show up? Can people even understand it? So you want to make sure that it's comprehensive enough where everyone can understand it. And here's why that's important. Because we know that every year you do reviews, right? You do performance reviews. So when you are coming to meet with your manager, one of the things that we often see is that management, frontline managers, may or may not take the initiatives that employees do in terms of DEIB seriously. So they get no credit for it, even though the executive staff is advocating for this. So we want to make sure there's a comprehensive plan and buy-in with stakeholders so that we're all in agreement with it, yes? And then the third thing is put your money where your mouth is. Give us the resources, hire a chief diversity officer, hire people who can come in and not just change, not just do training, but really do a fundamental mindset shift. The workforce is evolving and it is changing. It is not going to go back to the way it was. So they really need to make sure that they're putting their money where the mouth is, yes? And then the last thing, above all, measurement, metrics. Go back, reassess, get metrics so that you can tell if you are progressing or regressing. The biggest way you know is if you have a mass exodus of employees leaving and they cite one thing usually, and it's not because I don't get along with my management. It's usually, I don't see myself belonging here.
Thank you. Thank you. Kimberly.